How to achieve anything you want in life. Pretty bold statement in that headline, huh? Well, before you attack me, I think I can back it up. In 1 month's time, I will be turning 30. Like me? What? 30? How? How did I get here? And it's just like yesterday, I was a teenager. I was in my early 20s. And now I'm almost in my 30s. Like, sometimes it sounds so cliche to me, just thinking about it, right? I can remember vividly when I was about to be 24 years old. I typed a message to myself when I was wishing myself a happy birthday that I can't wait to be 30. And when I said that, I remember a colleague of mine that we went to school together replied to that comment, that message, and said, when you reach your 30s, you will be old, like you will feel pretty old. And I told him, I don't think I'll feel pretty old because I know that I'll still be bubbly, be young, and still look good. And now, looking at that number, as scary as it may seem or look, I can't help but feel so accomplished, so fulfilled for the last decade of my life. Guys, I can tell you for a fact that everything that I have dreamed of while I was a teenager and while I was in my early 20s, I am living in those blessings right now. I mean, everything that I've prayed for. I am engaged to the man of my dreams. I mean, my family is doing well. My friends, I have the best friends on earth. My career is thriving. My spiritual life, I am right where I want my spiritual life to be with God. And you guys, everything that I have envisioned, I am living right in the middle of those things. And if that is what you called a blessed life, then I would say definitely that I am blessed. And guys, for me to reach this point, I feel like I have achieved what I want, right? And don't misquote me. I am not where I want to be in life yet. In fact, I am still a bit far from it. But where I am right now, trust me, I feel fulfilled and I feel blessed. And if you want to achieve anything you want in life, I mean, like in the next 1 year, in the next 2 years of your life, then you need to watch this video to the very end, because I am about to reveal to you everything, all the details that I did to achieve what I want in my life. Okay? Hi guys, it's MJ here, and I want to welcome you back to my YouTube channel. So let's get straight into it. The first things you must do in order to achieve the life that you want is you must dare to dream. Listen guys, dreaming is free. Yes, you heard me. Dreaming is free of charge. Do not let anyone stop you from dreaming. I remember when I was growing up, when I was in my early 20s, when I was a teenager, when I was dreaming, having those big dreams, right? I remember people looking at me and making me feel as if I'm going crazy. I mean, if your dreams do not scare people, like people around you, then you're not dreaming yet. Like I remember always telling the people how I want my man to be, how I want to be living in the kind of house that I'm living right now, because I was born and brought up in a humble background, right? That we had just a 2-bedroom apartment with parlor, and when I mean 2-bedroom apartment, is a good house, like for 8 children and the father and mother. That's 10 big family, right? But at the same time, that was not what I wanted for myself. I wanted to live in a very big duplex apartment. And when I was dreaming all of those things, I'm telling you, people saw me as, I don't know what I'm saying, right? So dare to dream. Trust me when I tell you that your dreams are valid. Do not allow anybody, no matter the kind of background that you're coming from, do not allow anybody to stop you from dreaming. Because that is one thing that you are sure of, that will at least get you to achieve the life that you want. If you can only dare to dream, then you can achieve the life that you want. Okay? Another thing that you must know is when you dream, you take action. Listen, there's a difference between a person who, there's a difference between a successful person and an unsuccessful person. And let me tell you the difference. Unsuccessful people dream. They wish, oh, I wish I was a wealthy person. Oh, I wish I was this. Oh, I wish I'm a millionaire. Right? And they sit down and do nothing about it. And the difference between someone who is successful is as they dream, as they aspire, they set goals and they take action. Now, this was where I came in. I remember when I used to be with my friends back then, while I was growing up, all of us would say what we want to be, right? When we grow up and all of that. We all did that growing up, right? And I remember when I started taking actions. When I used to say that and I started taking action, decided to start taking action. My other friends were not doing that. Now I can tell you that I have reached a certain point in my life that they are not even where close to that. Why? Because they refuse to take action. You cannot just dream and just sit down where you are and wait for that dream to come and meet you. It's not possible. It's not going to work. It is not going to work. When you dream, you take action, right? Because if wishes were horses, a lot of people would become so many things in life. All right? So you must take action. Those little steps that bring you closer to your goal, bring you closer to your future, bring you closer to your dream life. Take those necessary actions every day of your life. That is how to achieve anything you want in life. And I can go on and on about my life, right? But this right now is not the time for it. I can make a whole video about that. All right? Now, once you do that, you must know what you want. In order for you to achieve anything in life, you must know what you want. I mean, you must be very specific about the life that you want. For example, now, if you want to achieve your goal, maybe a goal that you set for yourself in the next 6 months, you must be very specific. I want to achieve this and this and this before April of 2025. I want to learn how to, maybe speak Spanish before January 2025. You must be specific. Now, once you are specific about what you want, about your relationship, before I met the man of my dreams, the man that I am now with, I am engaged with, right? I was very specific about the man that I want. I said, I want a tall man, I want a provider, a mature man, because I know myself. I needed a mature man, an alpha male that will be able to handle all this and this stubbornness, because I can tell you for a fact that I'm stubborn. So I need an alpha male to be able to handle me, right? And I said, I want someone that is okay, well-to-do. I don't want to go and be in a relationship or married to someone that, is still struggling. I don't want that, right? And I was specific about what I want. I said dark chocolate, tall, handsome, mature, and a provider. I was very specific. And now that I am with that person, I'm not surprised. I wasn't surprised. So if you want something in life, you want to achieve something in life, you must be specific about that thing. Because you cannot just stand up and say you want to be wealthy, right? Well, to be wealthy is just to be wealthy. What specific amount of money do you want to see in your account in a specific moment of your life at a specific time? Because do you know what happens when you are specific about these things? It will help you walk towards that. There is something about deadline. Once you put a deadline to something, right, it makes you work twice as hard. That is what deadline does. So you must be specific about the life that you want. And once you do this, this will draw you closer to your dream life. Okay? Another thing that you must know is you don't pursue success. You attract success. The moment you start to pursue success, you pursue success for the rest of your life. Yes. But once you attract success, success stays with you for the rest of your life. Listen, let me tell you one of those things that I did that made me to achieve all those things that I told you for the last decade of my life. I started to dress the part. I started to act the part. If you say you want to become a CEO of a company, then you ask yourself, how do a CEO act? How does she act? How does she talk? How does he act? How does he talk? How does he behave? You can't tell me you want to be a CEO, you want to be a boss lady, and you dress and you act like a street girl or a street guy. No. I remember telling myself that I am going to be a boss lady. I am going to be a big woman. Guess what I started doing? I knew that I don't have all the resources, but I started dressing the part. Anytime I have the money with me to get clothes for myself, guess what I started doing? I started buying boss lady clothes, even if it's cheap. I know that when I wash it and I iron it and I wear it, people will see me and give me that respect. That was what I started to do. So you must start acting the part if you want to attract that success, achieve that life that you want. You see, listen, once you want to attract success, right, that is where personal development comes in, right? You work on yourself, work on your character, work on how you approach people, work on your communication skills, work on the basic things that you know that will take you to the life that you are aspiring for. Yes, just like when you're building a house, right? You lay foundation, right? Because without laying the right foundation, trust me, that house will collapse. When it's founded on, when there is wind, there is heavy rain, there is turmoil, it will collapse. But once you lay the right foundation for that building, no matter the heavy wind, the heavy turmoil, the difficulty comes, it won't collapse that house. So that is it with success too. When it comes to you achieving the life you want, lay the right foundations. Work on yourself. How do you want the world, people to see you, to perceive you, to receive you? How do you want it? You have to create a graphical representation of what you want. And this right now is I'm talking about vision board. You know, let me tell you something about vision board. Vision board is something that once you wake up every day and look at it and see it, it makes you go harder on your goal. It makes you pursue your goal harder. And there's something about when you see something, the more you see it, it's registered in your subconscious mind, and the more it registers your subconscious, because your brain doesn't know the difference between negative and positive. Anything you give it is what is act on. Now, once you see that thing that you put on your vision board every day, your brain, your brain wants to act on it. Like it always wants to, keep acting on it because it wants you to achieve that thing. That's how the brain works. That's why you create a graphical representation of the life that you want. And not just that, you visualize. Every time you visualize it. Listen, before I achieved the life that I want, I remember whenever I'm on my own, because I love being on my own, right? Whenever I'm on my own, or maybe I'm traveling in the car or on an airplane, I used to think about the life that I'm trying to attract. I will think about it. I will ponder on it. And anytime I think about it and ponder on it, guess what? I will smile. That makes me feel good. Now, is that the way that it makes you feel at that very moment? That is how your dream life comes to be. Like you draw it more closer to you. The way it makes you feel. Listen, If you visualize, if you create that vision board, you visualize. That is how you create the life that you want. Another thing that I want you to know is the growth mindset. Listen, when you have a growth mindset, you can achieve anything you want in life. Anything. And when I mean anything, because it's only 3% of people that achieve the life they want. Do you know why? Because they are resilient in the face of difficulty. No, they use they use failure as a motivator. They use failure as their friend. They don't see failure as setback. They don't see failure as something that will make them quit or stop going. No, 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 no. They see failure as something that, make them keep pushing and keep going despite whatsoever the difficulty, the obstacles. That is why you must have a growth mindset. If you are doing something and that thing is not working or seem not to be working, then probably that is not what you're meant to do. Why not change and try something else and see whether that thing is going to work for you? And that is why it's very important you work on those things that you know that you'll be happy doing. You do that thing that you know that you're happy doing, because once you're happy doing something, you will get motivated every time to do it. You will get pushed to do that thing every day, right? That is why it's very important to know what is that thing that you love to do. Okay, so develop that growth mindset. With the growth mindset, you'll be able to achieve whatsoever you want in life. Another thing that you must know is the fact that you must become aware of your current thinking. Listen, guys, I told myself when I was still poor, or when I was still broke, that I cannot be poor and still have a poor thinking and still have a poor mentality. At least if I don't have money, or if I don't have something else in my hand, or I'm not where I want to be yet, at least let my thinking make me feel good at that point. And guess what? I developed a positive thinking. I know that I was not living in the life that I want yet. I already know that. But I was like, if only I can think that I'm living in that life, then I'll feel good. It's just that I'm equal to those people living that life. And that was how I started. I started to develop positive thinking. And I can remember people that come around me, anybody that come around me, you come with your negativity, guess what? I make sure that I turn them into thinking positive. Like, I use this word, I said that you cannot come close to MJ and go back the same, because I will brainwash you into thinking that you can do anything and achieve anything you want in life. That was a mantra that I made for myself, that I created for myself. So anybody that was coming close to me at that time, even up till now, not just that time, but I can remember vividly, if you're someone that is negative, that doesn't see anything good in life, I turn their thinking. I change their thinking. I make them think, you know what, you can achieve anything you want in life. You can get anything you want in life. And that was, right now, me living in the life that I'm living right now, trust me, I'm not surprised. Because I have already, I had to change my mindset. I had to change my thinking. I had to start thinking in the direction that I want my life to go. Trust me, guys, that works like magic, 100%. Okay? Another thing that you must know is that you cannot achieve anything in life without God. My darling, listen. I know I mentioned the fact that when at the beginning of this video, I mentioned that my spiritual life is where I love it right now with God, right? I love the growth that I'm having with God. And when I was still like in my teenage age and my early 20s, I knew that I was a little bit far away from God. But still at that time, even though I was far away from God and I was not like so close to Him like the way I am right now, I still find myself praying, always talking to Him. Like once in a while, I find myself still going to church, because I always mention in my channel that I'm a Christian, and I'm not ashamed to say that I serve the living God. And because of that, I feel like I have, no matter how far I think I've gone away from him, I still bring myself close to him. Like, I still want to talk to him, communicate with him. Like, I don't want to be so far away from him that, I can't hear him anymore. And that was how I got to this point that I am in my life. You cannot achieve anything in your life without God. Let nobody deceive you. You cannot do it on your own. Let God help you. All right? If you're someone that believes in the universe, you believe in whatsoever, use that thing. Make sure that let that, your God you serve, help you. Because one thing that I know about God is that he doesn't leave his children halfway. He doesn't. He doesn't. He helps whoever. And I used to say this, right? And I said there is nobody on earth that God has created that he just created that person to come on earth and just be a passerby, or not to give them what they want in life. God has not created that person. God has never created that person. He created everybody with the same ability and power. Now the only thing you have to do is to tap into that power, is to tap into your ability. If you want to achieve anything in life, allow God to help you to tap into your power, tap into your ability. Because it's only God that can do that for you. I reached this point in my life with the help of God. Because I know that I cannot do it on my own. I know. At some point, it was so lonely. It was so scary. I was left for dead. But I hold on to God, his promises. And that was how I got to where I am. And I know that he has brought me to this point. He will even take me more further. I believe that. I trust in him. Because sometimes looking back, I'm like, what? How did I get here? Right? How? But God is faithful. He is faithful. And trust me when I tell you, when you just believe in him and trust in him, he will take you any point in life that you want to go. Alright? I really hope that this video makes so much sense. I really hope that this video will help you to see how you can achieve the life that you want. I really do hope. And if you like this video, do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. And please leave the comment down in the comment section below, because I love reading your comments, you guys. Do not forget to leave that comment and tell me what you think about this video. Okay? Thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video.